evaluations of all the guys, and I was happy to see Jimmy get in there and make a couple of plays.
Because then, boom. Man, the people love Jimmy Horn, man. I got to be honest with you. I was collecting this little video. I was trying to get it together. I even had people commenting. I appreciate those who comment. They're like, yo, what's going on with Jimmy Horn Jr.? And the reason why it's so fun to make this video, even though it's kind of sad because it's like, all right, we're worried about Jimmy Horn's usage in the preseason. That's what's kind of drawn some questions. At the same time, it's great to see like the outpour and outcry of people. It's not just Buffalo fans or Deion Sanders fans or just Jimmy Horn fans, because I'm a Jimmy Horn stan. Y'all see that Carolina, you know what I'm saying? I gotta support the people. I'm missing my Jags. That's the last hat I need. But no, I think it's great to see that Jimmy Horn Jr. is somebody who doesn't just represent a great talent on the football field, right? Clearly, because you have, new people who've never heard of Jimmy Horn, but have seen him taking people's ankles and baptizing NFL cornerbacks and saying, yo, he's a dog. He's a guy. We have NFL players, J.C. Horn saying and singing his praises. You have David Canales constantly singing his praises. So how did we get to this preseason game? So first off, let me show you a few things. Like I said, this is just random tweets last night. I was just going through, grabbing some, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of in the way, kind of all in the way. Let me go over yonder. Yeah, man. You have Jimmy Horn with the catch on the slant gate throwing catch. So he had I think 2 catches on like 3 targets, 1 catch for like 13 and first down. Jimmy Horn with a big game. Bryce Perkins is 4 for 4. Jimmy Horn better make this team, man. Perkins to Jimmy, 13-yard and first down. Have a feeling the Panthers are going to try to get Jimmy Horn to the practice squad. So you have some anticipation there. You have some mystery about what happens. But seemingly David Canales went ahead and I guess he shored up a lot of people's thoughts and opinions about the usage that he got.
Yeah, we just kind of had to spread the work out and try to get evaluations of all the guys, and I was happy to see Jimmy get in there and make a couple of plays.
So not much, but the promising thing is, while people are worried for him to get cut and kind of saying that, hey, they want to make sure that he stays on the team. I don't think that is the words of somebody who thinks they're going to cut him. I think that's the words of somebody who might not be worried about Jimmy Horn, right? Like for the same reason that there's a long list of players that don't play in the final preseason or don't play a lot of reps, XYZ. Maybe David Canales thinks, oh well, we see Jimmy Horn doing what in practice? What that boy doing in practice? Oh, just in case y'all forgot. Just in case y'all forgot. This is the NFL, by the way. This is the NFL. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Surfing on the turf, dog. Go one more again. I was moving it around. I was shaking around like a TikTok. Pow, pow, pow. I can't even keep up with all that. Wait. Because then, boom. I'm going to attack you. I'm going to stem it. I got it. I high point the ball. Who said 5'8" wide receivers can't get busy with it? Who said that they can't get nasty with it in the red zone? Jimmy Horn Jr. begs to differ. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you show. But again, we'll get back into the bag talk. I just want to point out that it's not just, Jimmy Horn Jr. the player. It's also Jimmy Horn Jr. the person, right? Y'all know I'm a fan of Jimmy Horn Jr. Not just because I'm a Deion fan, but then you learn about Jimmy Horn's, trials and tribulations. You learn about the struggles with his father. You learn about him going through life with his mom and the situations there. Again, that's for a different video. But staying on the football field, you see him go through that and come out and ball, come out and be unwavering, and come out and already making. Wait a minute, that's QB1 now. That's QB1 now. And I don't know if y'all know, I am a Texas fan, but I am a big fan of Mr. Bryce Young. I do think that, although as a Texans fan, the whole Bryce Young, CJ Stroud thing, I was happy with both of them. Bryce Young is one of the most, people are liking him, kind of like when they did with the whole Deshaun Watson thing. I know people don't like to call it, but the whole Michael Jordan, right, rises to the occasion. He was one of the most efficient, I think, quarterbacks in like college football history, right? So not just like efficiency and completion percentage, but like scoring efficiency and producing points. And he ran one of the craziest offenses. Go look it up. That's one of the most potent offenses. That in the Mac Jones year, or like some of the most potent offenses in college football history, and one of the most potent offenses in Alabama history, right? right? And he dissects things. He's, I think he's movable enough. I think he's, watching him in college, dog. I am a fan of Bryce Young, and I hope he does well. I have a lot of family who's Carolina fans or friends who are Carolina fans, like de facto, no diehard Carolina fans. But so I'm always going, like, I ain't never gonna have no problems with Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Always good links. And then on top of that, you have someone like Bryce Young that I really think is gonna be able to have positive things happen. I'm a believer. I gotta be honest with you. But he's, you know what I'm saying, seemingly got a little reputation, or not reputation, relationship with QB1. So and let's talk about what has Dave Canales said, because Dave Canales has had plenty of positive things to say about Jimmy Horn. This is August 2nd.
Yeah, I think it's the energy he plays with, and he doesn't quit on routes. He continues, after the normal part of the protection you could count on, he continues to find space, and play fast. And it's a credit to his fitness, but it's also a credit to just the energy that he puts out there, that you want to throw to him.
Now, before we get into anything else, right, because we're going to hear from JC Horn speak about Jimmy Horn, which is, horn-to-horn connection, no relation. I do want to speak about two things. I want to speak about, first, why would people be worried about Jimmy Horn not making the team? Obviously, he's a 6th-round pick, as well as having a loaded – Carolina has a loaded wide receiver room, not to mention you draft a high-level wide receiver in the first round with Ted McMillan, with T-Mac, right? And you assume that he's going to be an immediate impact. You assume Xavier Legette, right? He was a first-round pick, right? I forgot, but he's a high-round pick of a very high, what's it called? Not priority, well, I would say, but definitely a high priority in the offense, but, a high-profile pick, right? Jalen Coker, who is, from what I've seen from Carolina fans, either you're a Coker guy or you're not. Either he's a bum or he's the guy. Like, that's all I hear from Carolina fans. Adam Thielen, I mean, the route runner, and of course Hunter Renfrow, the route runner. David Moore, Jimmy Horn Jr. obviously at the bottom. Keep 7. They're talking about keeping 7 wide receivers. That's a lot of wide receivers. But then on top of that, you have to remember that Jimmy Horn Jr. dealt with some hamstring injuries or lower body injuries, I believe. No, it was hamstring. Sorry, it was hamstring. That was at the end of OTAs, right? They sidelined him. But it seems like he hasn't had those same issues. At least hasn't been reported. We haven't seen that. So those could be some reasons to point to, maybe why you'd be a little worried, right? A crowded wide receiver room with it's not just crowded, but these are either high profile or these are dudes who have done it at a high level in the NFL. You talk about Hunter Renfrow is your number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a guy who was, and when he was with the Raiders, he was seen as, or looked at as, one of the best route runners in the league. Like, we can't ignore that. We can't ignore the fact that Jalen Coker is a young up-and-coming beast. We can't ignore that Adam Thielen is one of the more consistent wide receivers, that the NFL has seen. We can't ignore that Ted McMillan is 6'5", looking smooth in and out and cuts and breaks and doing phenomenal things. Like, this is a tough room for Jimmy Horn Jr. to find his way, but I do think he can happen. So why do I think that? Now, some news has came out, not just because the whole JC Horn situation, which again, we might end that in the video off there, but some news has been reported. So it seems like the Minnesota Vikings have been actively in the market for a veteran wide receivers, making calls around the league to see what fits. Adam Thielen is among the names on the list. I'm told nothing serious has been discussed. Now, there's been a lot of things, though. There's been a lot of things pointing to it. A lot of people have almost basically been presuming that Adam Thielen is going to get traded back to the Vikings. So it's not just, the reporting from Deanna Rossini. Obviously, you even have Adam Schefter. So Vikings have inquired about trading for Panthers wide receiver Adam Thielen, with wide receiver Jordan Addison having a 3-game suspension and Jalen Naylor dealing with a hand injury. Thielen could wind up starting opening night for the Vikings if they can complete the trade. So this is something that they're likely trying to get him in and get him going. And look, this is what I mean, dog. This ain't, I'm not, you know what I mean? This ain't no middle of mall. This isn't a Tings tweet. This isn't my burner account. This is Money Over Love. I don't know who this is, but he saw this tweet. That's why I put this in here. Like, Jimmy Horn Jr. Man, I forget everything, man. The thing that made me so happy about this is just seeing people support, right? Y'all know I make Shador videos, right? I make, whatever. Even Travis Hunter videos are negative sometimes, right? So Anytime I make Jimmy Horn videos, dog, ain't nobody got beef with Jimmy Horn. Ain't nobody got a problem with Jimmy Horn. You know what I'm saying? Like this is everybody likes some Jimmy Horn Jr. Right? I got it, and I'm a Jimmy Horn stan. Y'all know me. Come on now. So I love seeing. I'm looking through these tweets. Let me. You know what? Forget it. Let's do it. Let's do it live. This is like the only thing I would ever search on Twitter and let Twitter look at it. On YouTube, because you know how Twitter gets down, son. So this is literally when I search Jimmy Horn Jr. This is what I get. I get people saying he's going to make the Carolina rosters. If Jimmy Horn gets cut, I'm done with the franchise. People love Jim. Don't cut Jimmy. It's a little puppy. It's a little chihuahua crying, dog. It's a dog. So that's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely amazing. I like to see stuff like that. But another reason why people are starting to put, connecting things together, connecting dots and making them a connect the dot type puzzle is looks like Adam Thielen's wife has been leaked that Thielen has come to the Vikings. She says big news coming. And as you can see, it's like it's literally the Minnesota Vikings color. It's like purple faded to yellow over here in the corner. So that's a little crazy. And this is Purple FTW. This is a podcast. Sometimes I cite podcasts. If they come with the right sources, I cite them. So I don't know why it's doing that. Why would the Panthers trade Adam Thielen? Question mark. So Carolina building a long-term, 19 probably in last season, $7 million in cap relief. Okay, so it helps the books. Upgrade day 3 draft capital. Okay, so hopefully, you're getting a 4th, 5th rounder. It's seeming like he's probably going to get, it's going to be a 5th, 6th. Just going by the Brian Robinson trades, and Adam Thielen's a little older, so I'm assuming he's going to be in that same ratio. More reps for young wide receiver core of Ted McMillan is ever to get. I guess that's what they call him. Jimmy Horn Jr. I'm not gonna say it. Jimmy Horn Jr. to grow with Bryce Young. This trade makes sense for both sides. So I think that's an interesting. Now again, I want to point out that this is not official. This has not actually happened. We're just awaiting what actually has happened. Is Jimmy Horn Jr. already getting praise for being a part of the Carolina Panthers from all-pro, top-tier level players? Wait, is Jaycee Horn all-pro? Sorry, he is not an all-pro. He is a pro bowler, though. A top-tier cornerback, Jaycee Horn. What do you have to say about Jimmy Horn Jr.?
Who should I be yapping about more?
Jimmy Horn. He got a lot of speed. It's not just hype. I know he's not really under the radar because everybody love to see his one-on-ones and all that stuff. But,
hey, man.
In real football, I think he's going to make a lot of plays for us. He got game-changing speed. And he's a small guy in stature, but he plays like he's 6'4", makes tough catches. And I'm excited to see him as well.
So I want to point that out that, this wasn't like Kay Adams didn't go up to Jaycee Horn and be like, hey, so what's good with Jimmy Horn? No. He asked, hey, who should I be looking at? Who's somebody who don't get enough recognition that I should be talking about? He's like, you know what? How about somebody who gets a bunch of recognition, but I just want to give him more? Like that's the level Jimmy Horn Jr. is at. Top tier cornerbacks in the league. Like, hey, I know y'all already talking about him. Go ahead and talk about him some more because he a dog. So again, a little bit of bag work here. These are the things that Jimmy Horn Jr. does. I mean, that's not too crazy. It's just a high quality video. You know what I'm saying? The footwork is absolutely wow. That thing is blasting. That was blasting in my ears. The footwork's absolutely immaculate. And like I like to point out, I don't like to get into too much physiology. Is physiology or what's it called? Is it physiology? Like your body or whatnot. I don't like getting that and how your body is comprised. Boy, ladies and gentlemen, do not drop out of school. I do have a business degree, but I clearly did not read enough. So please read your books, please. Anyway, back to football. The body composition for Jimmy Horn Jr., although he's a short person, the arms are long, the legs are long, right? And that he combines that the sprinter type build with absolute electricity. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I love this because Jimmy Horn, what he does best, right? We not just speed, not just get the ball in his hands, right? It's without the ball in his hands, right? He's like, I make a lot of basketball, comparisons. It's not because I know anything about basketball. I just work in things that reference a lot of basketball. It'll make sense one day. But you see Steph Curry is what I was gonna say, right? Don't even put the ball in Jimmy Horn's hand. You don't even got to, because he gonna be wearing down these defensive backs if they gotta worry about all of this, trying to break on this. And again, the tactician in Jimmy Horn, the way that he attacks wow, okay, please, can we? I'm not trying to give y'all whiplash. Sorry. The way he attacks space and leverage is just absolutely elite, right? You're gonna see him, right? I always like to watch the full route and then see at the end, because obviously the wide receiver knows where he wants to go, right? He knows where he wants to go, and everything that he's doing upon the snap is going to aid him into his final destination, right? Not the movie, but you get what I'm saying, right? So Jimmy Horn Jr. knows, hey, I got this guy outside leverage, right? Okay, he's way out here. I need to get out there, right? I want to go ahead and work this sideline. So what does he need to do? Okay, what's the first thing that Jimmy Horn Jr. does? He works hard, not like he's running a slant, because a slant would be up and, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Nah, I'm running a pylon route. I'm running a pylon route. I'm about to start a corner route, right? I'm digging in, right? But what that does is, you know, it forces that defensive back to come to you. So, right, not a huge reaction, right? It's still one-on-one. I'm going to stay on top of you. I'm gonna come to you, right? Now, what he did there, that one step, perfect, right? I'm slowly getting to where he needs to be. Now that I'm moving this way, what does he do? Now I straighten up and I square up. So now I go from attacking the center of the field. Okay, I got to come meet you. Now I'm attacking vertical. Okay, well, now I need to have my hips ready. Because if he pushes vertical, I got to go. I don't have a safety helping me. I need to get over top. I need to do what I need to do. So that gets him thinking, right? And that forces him to not only widen out, but he starts dropping back a little bit. And guess what's being created? Space. Space is being created. So I'm up here. I chop. Look at where his hips are. Look at where his hips are. Look at where his head is pointed out. And remember, Jimmy Horn wants to get here. He wants to cross his face. Look at where his hips are. Now, after chopping, look at where he has to open up to. Right? It goes from your hips are completely faced the wrong way, cuz look at where his hips are flipped. That gives him enough time in one stride. 1, 2, 3. Now we're even. It doesn't matter though, because I've created that space underneath. He manipulates it, and there it is. Maybe a better ball. I go up and get it. My name is Jimmy Horn Jr. Man, he is box office. Absolutely box office. This is not no 6'4" wide receiver, son. So I'm hoping that the best for Jimmy Horn Jr. Probably as I edit this video and as I upload, there'll probably be some news. Adam Thielen might get traded. Jimmy Horn might get cut or practice squad. You never know. So, but we're all hoping for the best for Jimmy Horn, because everybody loves Jimmy Horn, man. But I appreciate you watching. If you like these videos, go ahead and like it. If you don't, dislike it. Subscribe if you like football content of all shapes, sizes, forms, factors, and compositions. I don't know. I'm trying to get these bigger words going. But you'd be great. College football content coming. Already dropped the Cormani McClain video. Get some predicts. Week 0? Are you watching college football week 0? Are you a degenerate like me? Talk to me down below in the comments. You'd be phenomenal. You'd be great. Like the video. Do all that fun stuff. But more importantly, have a great day. All right.